Welcome back to Under the Surface, a talk show where we talk about everything the Bazaar. In this episode, we talk about the new and very controversial changes made to the Bazaar's monetization now that the game is free to play and in the open beta. We go over our personal feelings on it and what changes we would like to see made in the future. And there's a lot to talk about here, so let's dive under the surface. Welcome back, everybody. Today we wanted to cover something not remotely controversial, just kind of a chill episode.
Oh, totally.
And we wanted to talk about monetization in the Bazaar. I have heard a few complaints, but mostly it's just, everybody's really happy that they can spend money in this game, from what I understand.
Oh, yeah.
No, but seriously, this is like the most insane topic we're probably ever going to cover. The outrage against this has been very loud.
The term rug pull is being thrown around, which is understandable. But also there's some kind of new slur going around, I've heard.
Yeah.
The P word.
Yeah. It starts with pay and ends with to win. But we're going to talk about like what the monetization is, I guess, and then kind of move into our thoughts on it. And spoiler alert, we're not the biggest fans.
Yeah.
So it's probably not shocking, but there's two pieces of monetization in this game currently. The first one is the Play Pass, which is basically your typical battle pass. It has a free and paid tier. The biggest concern people have, I guess, is that there are two new item packs in the Play Pass, and they're both only available if you pay $10, which is sort of a thing we thought wasn't going to happen with this game, at least for a while, because they said there wouldn't be packs to earn or anything. It would just be cosmetic items.
Yeah. If it was only you pay $10 and you get packs, it would be so easy. The fact is, you get one pack at the start of the prize pass, but then you have to complete it thoroughly up to level 25, and only then you get the second pack for Pygmalion. Also, you may want to spend your hard-earned gems to speed up the process. But essentially, you have to complete the prize pass to get both of the packs. If you don't, in the span of a month, then you lose your unclaimed rewards. That's all.
Yeah, and it's like 10,000 gems to buy the whole pass immediately to finish it, which is a lot of gems, people. Like, that's a lot of gems for us, and we know life the game,
Yes.
so...
Just so everybody knows, 100 gems is equal to $1.
So it's basically another $10 payment, sort of. But
yeah, I mean, no, you said 10,000 gems, so that's $100.
Oh yeah. Anyways, but you will be able to, and like when the next season rolls around, these will be item packs that are buyable just for gems, 999 gems. But you already missed a month of playing with them, so it's kind of like if you're a serious like hardcore player, you're gonna want to buy the battle pass and finish it, right? So it's I don't know, it's a weird situation. It's a weird model in my opinion.
It is, but the main part is in this situation, let's assume that your pockets have no, bottoms, and you can grab coins out of them indefinitely. In this situation, you go buy yourself a battle pass, you buy all the tiers immediately, and you get both of the packs. Surprise, surprise, both of the packs on release were really strong, like extremely strong, like the most broken items currently in the game at that time. Perhaps you have some advantage, though according to Reynard, it's all about skill. So maybe you need to have some skill to pilot those items. I agree. Though if two players meet and one has this slight advantage of having broken items in their pool, and the other person, who is also skilled, does not have those items, this might result in unequal playing field. That's the main part, And then that month, goes on, comes to pass, excuse me, a prettier word, and you get to play with those items after you dish out 1000 gems for each. Because you are a free-to-play player, your pockets actually have some boundaries. Who would have known that at that point the packs are nerfed to the ground? And even if you do have this skill, if you learned a lot during that month, oh well, having those additional items no longer gives you an advantage. So, well, yeah, they are no longer paid to win, thankfully, to some degree, I don't know. But yeah, the moment has passed.
So, that's how they encourage you to buy them immediately. There's sort of a joke. I don't know how long ago it was. Sometime last year, Reynad did a live stream and he was basically like, we're gonna put the items in item packs, and if people don't buy them, we're gonna buff them until you buy them. Basically, yeah. I don't know if you remember that. It was one of his like backyard like. The deer walks up to him and he feeds them like during one of those live streams.
Wait, was it
And
that one?
it
Oh
was one of
man.
them. I don't remember which one, but
Okay.
the item packs have always concerned me, and we're probably gonna do a whole episode on it, so I won't like just stick on that one point. But I don't like the idea of the item packs just in general,
I mean,
really.
item packs are cool if they are available to all players without,
Yeah,
needing to go and sell their body parts on the black market to afford them. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but you understand my point.
yeah,
And pay to win versus pay to lose, or some skill requirement that makes you not necessarily win with those items, but doesn't matter really. But the main I mean, not main part, but like one thing that I was sort of confused by, or well, maybe not confused, but it's something you sort of anticipate but you don't believe that it will happen. And there was a hotfix. There was a hotfix already. And the first thing that happened was, well, the items came out. They were really powerful. The people who had access to them won more than they would if they didn't have access to them. But Reynard said, no, this is not pay to win. Those are completely reasonable items, and they dilute your pool even, so it's essentially pay to lose. And no, it's all about skill. And I guess people didn't really take his word for it. They didn't really believe him, and he proved us wrong. Actually, they hotfixed the game, they nerfed the items to the ground, and now they are factually pay to lose. So I guess from a certain point of view, Reynard was right all along. So yeah.
yeah. I was curious if they hot fixed it due to the backlash, or that's just speculation on my part. But I truly don't think they want the game to be remotely pay to win. But you can't have that if you're gonna lock items behind a paywall. You know what I mean? Like you have to either lock them behind a paywall or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
like you don't have a choice.
the main part, they shouldn't be locked behind the paywall. Like,
Yeah.
this is insane. Like, imagine if League of Legends, released a champion and it was available for a month only for paying customers. Like, you literally have to pay $10 or how much to play with that particular character. Like, no, when it's released, it's available for both currencies, so for the paid currency and for the free currency. For free currency, price is usually a bit inflated because, well, that's the new content and they want to have some money sinks. That's understandable. But like what we have here is essentially that, like, parts of the characters now are sold for premium, essentially, like for real money in this situation. And on top of that, like the game was always meant to have growing item pool, and the ability to toggle those card packs on and off sort of defeats that purpose. And you can either buy those packs or not, and then you can toggle them on or off. So like, where's that idea that was, I think, like the basis of the whole game?
Yeah, that's my biggest problem with the item packs. They feel like they do feel like if the CEO of a large company came down and said, "Yeah, you're going to do this to make more money," you know what I mean? Which is kind of like insane because this game is, like an indie type studio, and all the people who create the game are close to the player base. You know what I mean? So this really shouldn't have happened.
And
But
yeah, Reynard is a gamer or was a gamer. I don't know at this point, but like I thought that he understood what it's like to be on the receiving end of things, And in the past, I sort of have been, I'm not sure even how to say that, but like I was praising him in some ways, like I was believing in him. And now I feel like he was this fat CEO with a mustache and a cigar all along, and I was just blinded by the history, like sort of this parasocial connection, maybe even.
I think we'll know for sure with how they respond to all this, because if they respond by making real, like, decent changes, then like I'll be able to look past this, because that's something that most of the big companies can't do. Like they usually double down when people complain about this. So if they end up taking the item packs out of the play pass or reworking how the subscription works, which we haven't even talked about yet, then I think people will get over this. I don't know, like it may even look better than just instantly doing it the right way, because it's like, oh, like a company that actually listens to the players for once when they complain. So
I
we'll see,
mean,
I guess.
this could also be some sort of a stunt, to drive some sort of engagement, even if it's bad engagement, which for me it would be, I don't know, like playing with fire to some degree, but maybe for them publicity is all the same. I don't know. And also
Yeah,
it can make them some money in the meantime.
like this is the thing a lot of people probably aren't going to want to hear, but I think they could not change anything about their current monetization system, and the game would still be like extremely successful, especially once it hits mobile, and they'll make bazarrillion dollars
Mm.
and will laugh all the way to the bank and not care, because I don't know, like we're like the people who are complaining are the early adopter like specific group. Mobile players are going to think this is like the nicest like monetization system they've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like so many mobile games are like complete trash, which I'm not saying that's a good comparison like to have your game be held up to, but they could in theory just not change a lot in my opinion and
Yeah.
still be fine.
I mean, to be fair, we still have not yet, brought up the subscription, which I think is the good time right now for this exact thing. Because, like, for now, you have only heard about the battle pass that costs $10, and we haven't brought up the experience rates, and we have not talked about the subscription yet. So, Blake, could you tell our beautiful viewers what a subscription is?
Yeah, a subscription is pretty much what it sounds like. It's a $10 a month monthly payment. It's reoccurring, that gives you double chests whenever you're playing ranked. And it also gives you a couple exclusive cosmetics. The first month, it was a really cool dually board and a card back. And it also gives you double XP for the battle pass, which is something that's usually locked behind just buying the premium battle pass in most
Well,
games.
technically,
So
I have no idea if it gives you double XP or just doubles the XP from the quests or the challenges. What in this game they are called challenges, but essentially they are daily quests and also weekly quests. Yeah, because
yeah.
you get like this tiny amount for every game you play, but I'm not sure if this thing is doubled as well. Because, well, it's not really that much of a difference, but I guess I
Yeah,
wanted
it's
to
so
be
tiny.
pedantic.
It's so tiny. I didn't even know it existed till right before we started recording this.
Yeah.
If that tells you guys anything.
I mean, silver lining, it's not really a silver lining, but the prices, at least for me, included tax. So I did not have to pay anything on top of those $10 plus $10. And yeah, I sort of admit, I bought the thing to, test it out and to make a video. Maybe you'll post the link in the description and maybe something on the screen.
Yeah. I paid for both too. Do you think like
Okay,
next
so
month?
tell me,
Oh, go ahead.
did you had the tax included in the prices, or did you have to pay additional tax on top of those $10?
It was additional. There was additional tax on the checkout. It's
Oh,
like 6% where
see.
I live. Yeah,
I
so
mean,
it
yeah,
showed up after.
that's not terrible, but it seems like they have regional pricing now and respect European laws.
I was wondering if they did that maybe to, because I watched your video and I think you mentioned it there, that I was wondering if maybe they did that to help, kind of a way to say they don't have regional pricing, but technically it would help, like people in, certain parts of Europe and other places to have a little bit of a cheaper experience without technically having one. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah, I
So,
mean, stating tax in the like when you purchase things, like the price with tax
yeah.
is sort of requirement in Europe, and if you do not do that, you can be sort of sued, or like your company can be sort of forbidden from selling things in Europe. So I mean, sucks for you, slightly better for me.
Yeah, and they're very adamant against regional pricing, so maybe it's decent. They could have just forgot to, knowing them. I'm going to be honest, they could have just forgot, but I kind of like that way of doing it, because there's going to be the marketplace, and you want, if you're going to do a marketplace type thing, you don't really want people to be able to completely like go just like VPN to another place and pay nothing for the cosmetics. You know what I mean?
True.
So it's kind of a balance, But I've heard people compare the subscription. I don't play a lot of mobile games. Maybe you've played some, that there's VIP passes in a lot of these mobile games, and essentially that's what the subscription is.
What
Not
do
sure
you
if you
mean?
like apparently a lot of mobile games have like battle passes, and then they have a VIP subscription that gives you just extra junk in the game. I'm assuming this is like your Clash of Clans and that sort of thing people were comparing it to.
I see.
And so this
So
is more of a mobile game monetization path rather than like Hearthstone or something, I guess.
I mean, Clash of Clans would be an intriguing inspiration for a game, but I guess they make enough money that something must be done right in that regard, like in Clash of Clans, and
Yeah.
a lot of Korean MMOs pay to win fiestas, so there are definitely some customers that enjoy that type of product, or if not enjoy, then they are living in a bubble where it's sort of acceptable for them, because it's like Plato's cave. I think that was Plato.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like you just see the like shadows on the wall or
Mhm.
whatever and don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly that. So it seems like those people in the cave are some of the Redditors who, I'm not sure, like defend this type of stuff, even though it was promised a long time ago and it was reinforced every step of the way that this won't happen. And then at the last minute, like they make a 180 degrees, and I don't know, we end up in quicksand, because we personally, or at least I, but I sort of suspect that you feel the same way. We invested a lot of time and sort of energy and motivation and all that into this game. This was sort of a thing that we always wanted. At least I always wanted. This is very close to my ideal game, like the Bazaar. And I've been waiting for it, I don't know, like 5-6 years, something like that. I bought the closed beta. I experienced a lot of ups and downs during those 4.5, 5 months, something like that. But every step of the way, I saw improvement. And now, when it was meant to, culminate, this was the climax of the story, and it turns out I shoot out blood.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. It sort of feels like the game up until this point was made for me, like as a person specifically, and I know you kind of feel like that too. And now it feels like it's made for somebody else who's not me. Like it's really, I mean, I'm still playing the game. The game is still excellent. The new items are fun and all that stuff, but it's hard to support it, I guess. Now it feels like you're kind of fighting against the monetization, which is how a lot of games feel these days, I guess.
There's definitely this slight feeling of betrayal, because we were supporting a different game. We even started our channels because we were so excited for the game. I sort of now feel like a shill, that I was promising experiences, I was promoting this,
Yeah.
and I felt like I was promoting very different product than we have right now.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the other thing, maybe Reynad and the Tempo team, whoever like works on this monetization stuff specifically, maybe misses, is that I think a lot of players who love the game will be willing to spend $20 a month, if they can, in other areas rather than just to get the packs. You know what I mean? Which is how this is organized right now. Like I'm willing to spend money on just straight cosmetics. So I'm not sure why they think they can't. I guess I don't know. I have a lot of experience with a lot of free to play type games. So maybe there's a history of free to play games that go cosmetic only failing, but they also have the heroes. $25 for a hero.
Yeah. Right. But back to the subscription and battle pass and all that, challenges or daily quest on top of that, because there's one important thing that we have not yet talked about, and it's XP rates. You get 3 daily quests each day, and each grants you 100 XP. You also get weekly quests, which each grants you 500 XP. And if you double those rates with subscription, you get double XP. That makes sense, right? So think to yourself now, how much XP is needed to complete the battle pass? How much would you guess? So I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Guess. And if you've guessed 13,750 XP to complete the battle pass, you win a Dooley giving you thumbs up. That's your, yeah, you have to put that on the screen.
Yeah, don't look at the screen if you didn't guess right.
Exactly.
We're watching you.
Right. And then imagine, well, not imagine, but guess how much XP. Oh, well, not you do not really have to guess because I gave you the rate, but if you were to calculate how much XP you get each month, so on average 30 days, if you complete all the daily and weekly quests, I'm going to tell you, it's 15,000 XP. So what's it called? Like the conclusion here is that you have to play almost daily and do all your quests to, complete the battle pass if you pay for it without the subscription. If you pay for the subscription, the margin of error is much greater, so you do not have to sweat that much. But if you buy only battle pass, like only the battle pass, I think most people who buy battle pass won't be able to go to the very end where the second pack awaits. And as I said earlier, if you do not claim the rewards from the battle pass until the end of the season, you essentially forfeit them, which is scammy on a different level.
Yeah, and not to mention there's if you buy the battle pass, there's additional tiers after the second card pack or item pack that you don't have a chance of getting to unless you have the subscription.
Right.
That's crazy.
It is. It is like, this is the most FOMO predatory, put something here as well, like another adjective, whatever. Like, this is so anti-consumer, is insane. It's unreal. And the fact that some people still defend this is absurd to me.
Actually, I think it should be $40 the battle pass.
Yes, definitely. It's small indie company. They have to eat sometimes.
Yeah,
Right.
they have to eat, but you can get your money in a less predatory way.
Yeah, I guess this is not it. This is not the end of the discussion because we are continuing that on Monday, right? I think you agree that this is the good place to stop.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So this is part 1 and part 2 is going to happen very soon. So look out for that. We have a lot more to say and we didn't want to, cram everything into one episode and not be thorough. So yeah, wait out for part 2. I mean, there's much more dirt beneath the surface.
And let us know how you feel about the monetization and a level-headed discussion in the comments, because a lot of people are like blinded by no pay to win slurs. You will be banned.
Sorry for the interruption.
No, it's funny. But just let us know how you feel, and if you feel slighted, what you think about the item packs being locked behind a paywall. I would like to hear your opinions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. See you on my channel on Monday. So, bye.
See ya.